Hello everyone, welcome back to the Opulent Live. How's it going everyone? So today we have a very interesting unboxing of which I'm just going to do the first part because this is actually a gift for my special someone, my wife. And so for that reason, I cannot show you the full review because a lot of it requires pairing with a device and I cannot do it with my device because then it'll become mine. So what is this mystery item that I'm going to review today? It is an Oura Ring Series 4 which I purchased from Best Buy for $349, the silver version, which I will show you in just a second. There were several different options. They are available in several different sizes, but I got this as a gift from my wife, so we'll see how she likes it. Disclaimer, I know she wanted the rose gold one, but unfortunately the rose gold version is kind of out of stock everywhere. I did not know when it would be available, so I checked for the gold version. Turns out the gold version is actually $500 and I'm not sure if she would like the yellow gold, so I went with the safer bet. I went with the silver one. You guys can comment and let me know what you think of this one, and let's see what's in the box, shall we? So we'll just look at the aesthetics, look at some of the sensors, the basic design, the basic specs, and we'll leave the functionality and app features for the second part when she actually comes on as part of our guest, and she will be one of our new hosts on this channel, hopefully as well. But right now she'll come on as a guest reviewer, and we'll see how it all goes. But anyway, let's get started. So we have this shipped to us in a box, has this battery symbol on it because of course it is a lithium ion device. Nothing fancy about this, so let's just get to it. I'm going to use my husky knife to open this up. Gotta be a little bit careful. Alright, so they have included some bubble wrapping, which is good. Let's get rid of this. Inside the actual box is pretty small, as you can see. So that's all you have. You have the Oura Ring 4. We got size 10 for her. That is the size she wears. So it's pretty much like any standard electronics box these days, kind of what you would expect from an Apple type company. So it is silver, Series 4, size 10. On the back you have just some translations, some regulatory information, some warning, the barcode and everything. So that's all we have. Let's open this up further. I think you have to open from this side, if I'm not mistaken. It's a little bit challenging with gloves, but we'll make it work. And then we have to, I think, open this side also. Alright, so this just slides out, I presume. Yes, it does. So this is the outer box. This is the inner box. Just has Oura embossed in here. On the front, it's pretty simple, pretty minimalist. So let's see what's in here. I think this is just opens up like that. And inside you have the ring. And I presume that that's the charger. I've never really reviewed this type of sensor device before, so I'm just going to learn as we unbox this whole thing. I did look up a little bit about the Generation 3 that I can give you guys a more informed opinion about what I think of this right now as a preliminary review. But in general, I do not have a lot of experience with these types of devices. The only other devices that I've used for this type of fitness tracking, health tracking, has been an Apple Watch, and before that I had a Fitbit, but for a long time I have not been using those. So this is like one of the newer sensors on the market. It's all the rage right now because it allows you to wear your designer watch or your really expensive watch and still be able to track your health metrics. Otherwise, you know, the other wearables such as the Fitbit and the Apple Watch, they require you to wear that watch, then you have to wear two watches, and it's can be too much. Sometimes people have to wear two straps, like the Whoop strap on one hand and another strap which is actually your watch on the other hand. It gets too much. This is a simple convenient solution for those people, and you can pretty much preserve some of your health tracking measures by wearing this. So interesting concept. Let's see how it plays out. And first we're gonna just take a look at it. So let's just take this out of the case. So inside is just a hollow cardboard case. You have this charging cable, USB-C, which is good. USB-C is now the standard for all electronic devices for charging internationally. So it's good that they are not adding a proprietary cable. That's a lot more convenient than you think, because now you can use the same cable for charging basically all your devices, including your laptop, your phone, everything. You don't need to carry 10 different proprietary cables. Less of a mess. It's less junk. It's more environmentally friendly. You have better ESG economics. So a lot of benefits. So this is your standard USB-C cable. The only difference is that it's gray in color and it has this ring symbol on it. I don't know, I haven't seen that before. I think this is specific to the Oura ring, but it is a standard USB-C cable, so there's nothing proprietary about it. You can use other cables too. There is another guide in there. It says stuff you should know. This is probably just a basic user manual. It's got a quick start guide in it too. We're gonna probably use this once my wife comes on the show, and then she can give her thoughts on it, and we'll actually pair her device and see what we see on the app. Okay, so let's put this to the side because she's gonna need it later. But let's look at the aesthetics of this thing. So slippery with these gloves. So you see this fits on perfectly. Okay, that's a little strange. Does it have to align some way? Goes on perfectly a while below. All right, so first thing that I've noticed, as soon as it fell off, it wasn't fitting on. So there are certain grooves in here that have to align with the grooves here. So it's not like you can just put it on. It has to align. So there you go. It has to align with the grooves that are the sensors for charging it, and then it will charge. So it's a very convenient, nice looking charger. You can easily put it on your desk stand. I think has an anodized aluminum feel to it. I think the ring itself is titanium. We're going to go through the specs in a bit, but this is a nice charging stand to keep convenient. I believe they've advertised the Series 4 with 8 days of battery life, but I've heard from people that realistically you can get really just 6. So maybe 8 days is more like if you have disabled some sensor functions, and that's how they're getting those numbers. So I think this will charge up. Let's see how this cable stacks up. I just need to find a power source. Give me a second. All right, I've hooked it up to my laptop to see if this works. Probably should. And there you go. You have white light that indicates that it is being charged. Now there is another light sensor. No, it just turned blue. So I think that means that it's in pairing mode. I'm not gonna pair my phone just yet because it needs to be paired to my wife's phone, and just unpairing it and setting it up can be a bit of a hassle. So I'll just leave it be. So let's see what happens when you take it off. So the light goes away, and there is on the ring itself another, I don't know if that's a sensor or if that's a light. I believe it's a light, but anyway, so that's how the charger works. You just put it on. There's no rocket science to it. Once it fits in the grooves, it starts charging. Okay, and then right now it's in pair. You assume it's magnetic. It's not. So I would have liked it to be magnetic, to be perfectly honest with you guys. At this price point, $349 is not a small sum. It should be magnetic, it should latch on. You should not have to just put it on and worry about it falling off. Because when you're traveling, you take this charger with you. Oh, by the way, that's another thing. So while you're traveling, you're going to need this charger with you if you're traveling for more than 7 days, okay, or 6 days. I would recommend keeping this charger with you. Otherwise, all your tracking functionality will be lost. And for that reason, I think a magnetic closure would have been more secure and much appreciated. I'm sure they'll come out with it at some point, but and just putting it on can be a little bit tricky. I wish it did not require going into the grooves so much. See, you have to really be careful that it's fitting in correctly, otherwise it won't latch on. And that's exactly what's going on right now. So I have to really be careful. Maybe it's this way. Oh, so not only that, fits in this way. If I try the other way, not gonna work. See? So that's another thing you have to fiddle with. You have to make sure it's the right way, and then it goes on, and it's not magnetic. So a little bit of a bummer already. We're not even deep into the review, and I'm struggling with this a little bit. Nice design, but it needs some improvement. I think they should look into that. Anyway, let's come to the watch itself. Let's look at it. Now, it's probably not gonna fit on me, but I'll just see if maybe it fits on the ring finger. Okay, so that's what it is. So it is kind of a unisex type design. I think both men and women can wear it. This is silver polished silver, looking silver polish, but it's not actually silver. It is titanium with a very seamless design. It does come in a ceramic option. This is the standard version. So you have this, the gold version is going to be, and the rose gold version are going to be expensive. They're like $4.99, and I think the ceramic ones are even more expensive. It does come in a variety of ceramic colors as well, but I think personally this silver, and there's also comes in PVD black, polished black. There's a variety of colors. It suits. I mean, if there's an Oura ring for you, regardless of your taste, there's a size and color for you, I would say. So no matter what you use, you can find something. I think this is a very unisex design. Compared to the Gen 3, it's a lot more seamless, looks more like a ring. It's not as bulky, it's not as rounded. They made it very flat and straight, so it does not stand out. So you're wearing this, looks like any other piece of jewelry. It does not look like, oh my god, he's wearing a fat sensor ring. Doesn't stand out as much, which is what people are really looking for in a ring like this. They want it to be low profile. They don't want it to obstruct anything they're doing right now, and it should not get in the way, basically. Now, for those of you guys who are looking at the inside, yes, there are sensors in here. I'm gonna try to zoom in, see if we can catch them. So you see, that's like a barcode, QR code there. There, it tells you the Oura, the size. I think those are the grooves for the charging port. Then you have some infrared sensors. You have an oxygen sensor. You have, so the green and infrared LED lights, those are for measuring your heart rate variability. There's red infrared LEDs that are for measuring your oxygen, your pulse oximetry. And there's a digital temperature sensor in here too, and an accelerometer tells you how fast you're going. So that's how it senses whether you're doing a workout, you're walking or running, and it also tells you whether what your pulse oxygen is by sensing in your ring finger. It sends out a specific light, and the amount of light it reflects back gives you a sense of how well oxygenated your blood is from a scale of 0 to 100%. Heart rate is also in beats per minute, so it's going to tell you how much beats per minute you have, whether you're tachycardic or bradycardic. Bradycardic means less than 60 BPM, or more than 100 BPM is, I think, tachycardia. So that's how it is. And then also using those metrics, it analyzes other health metrics. It also senses your sleep patterns. It also detects what your symptoms are. It gives you an idea of what your symptoms are. It doesn't detect your symptoms, to be fairly honest. It will also tell you how stressed you are depending on your temperature, depending on your statistics, your vitals. It will not measure all your vitals, so it cannot tell your blood pressure. It does not have an ECG strip in here. Can't tell you your heart rhythms. It will tell you your heartbeat, heart rate. It can sense your steps. It can sense your workouts, how long your workouts lasted. So there are some good metrics in here that are being recorded, but it won't tell you every single thing. So don't think that it's going to replace some of the more advanced straps out there, like the Whoop strap, I think, is one of them. It has a lot more sensors on board, a lot much more complicated. So that's the deal with this thing. So you have, let's look at the dimensions. So the dimensions as they're spec'd out, it's 7.9 millimeters in thickness, and it ranges basically, scratch that actually. The width is standard, it's 7.9 millimeters, the width. Okay, now the thickness is variable. What do I mean by width? Width is this much. This is how wide it is. So that is going to be constant throughout the range, no matter which version you get. Now the thickness, that will depend on what type of watch you get and what size you have. So of course the smallest sizes are going to be a little bit less thick, the others are going to be a little bit thicker. So the standard ones range from 2.88 millimeter, and approximately for the ceramic ones, they're rating it as 3.51 millimeters. So maybe not the size, but it depends. If you get the standard version, is 2.8. It's a little bit thicker if you get the ceramic one. The ceramic ones are also more expensive. It's just a look factor. Notes about ceramic. So ceramic is more scratch resistant, but it is also more prone to shattering. These are prone to scratches, guys, so keep that in mind. Polished, just like watches, polished metal surfaces are prone to scratches, and this being titanium, it is still going to be prone to scratches. Do not think that because it's titanium means it's strong. It will be a little bit stronger than ceramic. It won't shatter, but it can scratch. Keep that in mind. Now again, the weight can range all the way from 3.3 grams to 8.1 grams. It is size dependent. Smaller ones can start at 3.3 grams. The heaviest one is 8.1 grams. The battery life we already talked about. It's an 20 to 80 minute charge time, depending on how fast your charger is charging. It uses Bluetooth Low Energy to synchronize with your phone. It can work with Apple iPhones. It can work with Android phones, so that's all covered. Water resistant, so this is water resistant up to 100 meters, 328 feet, so you can go for a bit of a swim in it. It won't affect it. So deep diving, of course, is not recommended below 100 meters if it can ruin the sensors, so do not do that. Now, what else? So it also, another thing to note about this is that you need a $6 per month membership for the full functionality. Without the $6 per month membership, you are limited to just basic sensor functions like your step counter, I think it'll tell you your oxygen, your vitals, your blood, your pulse. Those functions can still work, but any of the analytics, any of the more advanced sensor functions that give you more analyzed information about your sleep patterns, your stress, your exercise efficiency, about your symptoms, any of the semi-diagnostic, I'm not going to say full diagnostic because it's not actually going to diagnose you with any illness. Any of the diagnostic, pseudo-diagnostic features that you want, or the advanced activity tracking, that will require subscription. So that's kind of a bummer. On the other hand, it's not, $6 a month is not super expensive. I know the Whoop Strap membership costs a lot more, but well, we'll see. So right now it's too early for me to say whether the $6 per month is worth it or not. Once we get my wife subscribed and she actually uses it, we'll figure out if that is actually worth it or not. Now, some of the features that you get with the membership, you get the sleep tracking, which I already mentioned, your activity analysis, your stress analysis, heart rate. I think heart rate you can still get, but heart rate analysis is going to be something that comes with the membership. Blood oxygen, metabolic health. Metabolic health is definitely going to be the membership. Blood oxygen will probably tell you because it's a sensor. So it also has something called pregnancy cycle tracking. I'm not sure how efficient that is. Advanced readiness, it says. I'm not sure what that is either. I'm going to have to look that up. Third-party app synchronization is there, so that's pretty good. So it'll work. So if your Apple Health is already tracking you on some other metrics, it will synchronize with it and give you a more how how should I say this? So it'll give you a more wholesome perspective. I'm looking for the right word for it, but it'll give you a more comprehensive is the word. Comprehensive analysis based on not just one sensor, but also your Apple phone or other sensor that you're using. So that's good. Now, some of the differences, you may be wondering, how is it different from Gen 3? So I already talked about the visual part. So of course, Aura Force is also more accurate than the Aura 3 because it has more sensors. It has more smart sensing with recessed sensors for improved accuracy. Gen 3 had fixed domes. This one is more recessed sensors, so it gives you more accuracy on your readouts. Now the LEDs, Aura 4 has red infrared for SpO2, which is your pulse oximetry, your oxygen sensing, and green infrared for heart rate. Gen 3 uses red for pulse oximetry and green for heart rate. So how is that different? So if you use red and infrared, it's much more accurate for pulse oximetry than just using red. And then using green and infrared for heart rate is more accurate than using just green for heart rate. So that's more advanced tech mumbo jumbo if you want to get into it. Now also Gen 3 used a circular USB-A charger. So this is a USB-C charger. That's a big difference. That is actually a game changer for someone. Again, like I mentioned, USB-C is more convenient, more universally recognized. So I would stray away from anything that uses proprietary sensors these days, proprietary charging cables these days, because it just adds to a lot more bulk and inconvenience for you. Okay, so in terms of metrics, Aura 4 offers more metabolic and cardiovascular insights, which is important these days. In today's lifestyle, cardiovascular illnesses are climbing up, so anything that gives you an edge on your tracking for metabolic or heart rate, you should be on top of it, I personally feel. So otherwise, I think the ring is nice and shiny. I think it'll fit well with your aesthetic, whatever you're wearing with. I think now the key thing is, if you're already wearing a ring on your ring finger, where should you wear this? Now for guys, this can be problematic because I know a lot of guys do not want to wear more than one ring at a time. So that means that you're going to have to either put it on top of your existing ring, having two rings in one finger, or you're going to have to choose a different fingers, which means that you have multiple rings on. So for guys, it can be a little bit troublesome. Now women, I know, will not mind if they already have a ring on their ring finger, which is their wedding ring or engagement ring. They'll probably wear this in their pinky or in their middle finger or in their index finger, and they all can also wear it on their other hand. So that's a solution that's available for women. I think men would also have to do something like wear this maybe in the other hand. So that's something, it's a bit personal. It depends on what your use is and what you like to do. So you can see I'm kind of fiddling around with this thing already. It kind of looks like one of those spinner rings that came out a while back. Still not sure what this light does. I think it will tell once you put it on. The sensors will start working, and then you'll get to see how they actually interact and give you readouts. So that's it for this part. We're gonna pair it with my wife's phone, turn on the app, and see how this actually works and how she feels about it. Okay, till then, take care, guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Opulent Life. So picking up from where we left off on the Oura Ring Series 4 review, we did a quick unboxing, we did a preview of the features, and we quickly looked at some of the aesthetics and the physical features of it, but we weren't able to, unfortunately, pair it because we have to pair it with my wife's phone, for who I actually bought the ring for. And so I decided that I'm going to skip that part and leave that for her to explain to you. And today she's going to be making an appearance on our channel for the first time. Please welcome everyone, Hazel.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome to the Opulent Life. I'm here today to tell you guys my experience on the take on this Oura Ring 4. It's been about a week or so
Absolutely.
since we've activated on my iPhone and started using it and experience it. So he'll ask you some questions and I'll go ahead and tell you what I like and what I don't like and all little bits and this about it.
All right. Thank you for that introduction, Hazel. So you've had it for about a week or 10 days, right?
Almost.
All right. So let's talk about first. We're going to talk about the physical features, a little bit about how you perceive those and how you found that. And then we're going to talk about the software features, okay?
Sure.
So let us know. So you've been wearing this in your index finger. I'm seeing usually people prefer the ring finger. So tell us about that. What do you think is the better option?
So first I had it on my right hand, which is my dominant hand. And I was using it a lot. It was getting in the way a lot. My mind was like, okay, I got to take it out. I'm cooking.
Okay.
I got to take it out. I'm doing this. Or sometimes I felt like it's going to fall off. But then I went
That's
on
not
my
good.
non-dominant hand, which I Googled and figured out everyone's stating that it should be on your non-dominant hand.
Yeah, so it doesn't get in the way.
Yeah, so it doesn't get in the way. You can have it on the first, middle finger, and your ring finger. These are, but this is the most accepted one. That's where you can get good results. This is like the medium level, and this is like the low level. I mean, if it comes to it, sure.
Good.
But I would always recommend the first one.
Okay, so about the sizing. So what size did you get?
So I'm usually size 8 or 9, but they recommend getting whatever size ring you wear. Get one size higher.
Okay.
Because sometimes it swells your finger
Yes,
because
that's
it has
true.
to be
Overnight,
on-
because you have to wear this overnight, and then overnight, if
Exactly.
your thing swells up, you don't want to end up with pain in your hand, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then plus it takes your BP and all. So somehow I feel like my fingers aren't, it's not that fat, but since it's on you for 24/7, so it will swell here and there to check for sensor reading. So
did you ever feel like it became loose during the day and was about to slide off? Did you do
It
anything
does.
about that?
I'm a very cold person. Like, I get really cold. I get really freezed up. So since it's crazy weather outside, so every time I'm out there, my finger shrinks for some odd reason, and then it feels like it's gonna come out. So I don't know if you guys noticed on Amazon. We can link it down below for you guys, for sure. There is like a ring barrier, kind of like a ring band that you get for your wedding ring, and you can accessorize it of your needs. We'll link our top 3 choices that we like. I personally didn't
Does
get...
that mean I have another expense coming my way?
No. And
This
it's
ring,
not that expensive.
This is already $350. So if I'm gonna be expecting expensive stuff coming my way.
No. So it's all. Let me tell you
dear.
guys. I'll link it below too. Once again, but it's not that expensive. I heard it's like $16, max $20. You get 2 pieces, one for the front, one for the
So it
back.
comes in the front here, and it kind of locks you in, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's in Zubrick, and it comes. It looks like a diamond ring, but it's not.
All right.
But I didn't get it personally for myself because I have a Cartier band. So I usually, when I feel like I'm going outside, especially.
Oh, looky
I'll
here,
just-
people. Cartier.
Yeah,
Cartier
so I'll
people.
just-
if you haven't noticed already, see her Cartier bangle here that she's sporting right now.
So I'll
Show
just
offer.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and put that on whenever I'm leaving outside. But at home, I'm pretty much okay with it.
Okay, guys. So I'm sure people want to know, how do you feel about the silver color? Were you a fan of the rose gold? Because I know I told my audience that I think you wanted the rose gold, but it was like out of stock everywhere. So I was trying to get yellow gold, but I was like, maybe you will not like that. So I went with silver, which is a more universal option. What are your thoughts on that?
Honestly speaking, I really wanted the gold, but then when I saw it one day at Best Buy, it was too gold for me. It was too yellow.
It's too yellow.
Yeah.
Right.
And then rose gold was really sweet, very subtle. But then I was like, the
difficult to
price
find
that they
anywhere.
were
It
asking
was $500. This one's $350. That one was like $500.
it was really not worth it, honestly speaking. Like, yeah.
And the rose gold, you couldn't even get it because they're like on back
it's not
order.
it's not even available.
The yellow ones are available, but they're like
But
$500.
online order
Yeah.
only for yellow ones, and rose gold back order, ceramic,
Okay.
all online.
Did
if
you like
want.
the ceramic ones? Those are like 700 something, I think. I think they're
No. They're all
right?
the same pricing.
Oh, they're
It's-
also 500?
Yes,
The
they're
ceramics?
all
Okay.
500s. Ceramic, I just felt like I have I have a 6-year-old and I have a 1-year-old.
It doesn't look as premium, does it?
Yeah, so I had to look at the safety wise. I needed to be durable. I needed to be flexible. So for that
Okay.
reason, I went for this.
Okay, so coming to that, so you are officially like you would say that you like the aesthetics, you're enjoying it? What do you feel like? Is it
I
a
think
good
it's
look?
very, yeah, I think it's very
It
beautiful.
Does it work with your jewelry and
it-
stuff?
Yes, it really goes with my jewelry, complements my fingers. Right now I'm wearing gloves, but in general it does complement my hand. It doesn't make me feel like I'm wearing something extra in my hand. And whereas I had my Apple Watch, I felt like something was in my wrist.
Okay.
But whereas this, it just goes with the flow, like
Okay.
every day. It's like an everyday type piece.
So what made you switch from the Apple Watch to this? What are the features on here that you were not getting on the Apple Watch? Tell us about that.
Well, Apple Watch was just I'm sure there were more, but I didn't feel it much of my needs because it wasn't giving me the correct results. It had almost the same features as what they have here, but it's just that for them, like I have to get another device, I have to get another watch if I need to see my BP, whereas this, I can see my BP, I can see my vitals, I can see a lot of the things that I can see in this one ring on a 24/7 wearable time frame. For Apple Watch, I have to like upgrade myself, so it's like more money on top of more money, right? And that even if I did, for instance, buy that for more money, it's a watch. Like in my head, physically, like technically speaking, in my head, I'm telling myself, oh, it's a watch. So when I'm going to sleep, I'm taking it. It didn't give me the thing to like.
So I would say one big difference that you probably are experiencing.
As a woman wise, I don't know about the guy's perspective, but from women, it just blows in with
at least
jewelry.
the older Apple Watches. I'm not sure about the latest series, but I think the sleep tracking function was a big weakness for the older Apple Watch, especially the Series 6 that you had. This one, on the other hand, will automatically detect your sleep and will do a much more efficient tracking of your sleep pattern.
Yeah, because it's a ring, right? So for a woman,
so it'll give you better feedback on that, and then you can adjust your sleep accordingly. Apple Watch was not very good at that, because I own an Apple Watch too, guys. You might remember, but I gave it up because I don't think it was doing as good of a job tracking sleep and other metrics. It did a great job tracking your exercise and your steps, but literally anything can do that these days. It will.
Yeah, but it's a watch, right? So it doesn't give you the mind to keep it on even when you're sleeping. Yes, some OCD people will keep it on.
Well, I used to have a Fitbit. I used to wear it, right?
Yeah, but like, how many times did you wear that? Like,
I used to wear it every day.
100%? No, you
never
never
did. 6
did.
months I had it, I did.
No, you did not.
Come on.
No, you did not.
I used to
There
wear
were some days where I was like, oh, what's the point of, you just wasted some money. Like, what's the point?
Well, because at that point I had enough data on my
Hey, guys, just to let you guys know, this is not a sponsored video, okay? As much as we are sounding like one, but it's not. We're just telling you the pros about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a ring, right?
Great. There's great reviews on the sensor feature of it, that it's like one of the most advanced sensors out there. So, but there are definitely alternatives out there.
If you're not going to wear something for 24/7, the results are not going to be accurate.
No.
So, halas on that part.
Yeah.
However, for the ring part, it's a ring, right? So it only gives you the jewelry part of it. So I can accessorize it. It blends in with my existing wedding bands and rings and stuff. So it doesn't make me feel like, oh my God, I have something extra on my finger. So then my brain's like, let's keep it on. Let's forget about it that it's even there.
Yeah.
So then my results on a weekly basis that I go on and check. By the way, I do not check on a daily basis because then it will not be accurate. So I do it on a weekly basis. I have a set time frame, date, the when I will exactly check on the weekday. So that's what I do. So it gives you an accurate result.
Also tells you a little bit about your symptoms that you're experiencing. If you're a little bit down, under the weather, it tells you about that, right? How do you check that? So it does a lot of tracking of symptoms such as stress, right? So how does it tell you about your stress level, and what do you feel about that? Is it accurate?
All right. So if I'm overwhelmed with my kids, it will detect as a stress. Doesn't matter if it's positive overwhelming or negative overwhelming, or if my voice is a little bit louder than low, it will detect restless, it will detect stress, it will tell, and it will count how many times throughout the day it is. By the end of the day, if you end up going on the app, it will tell me what I should do to stop that. That's one of the cool features that Apple did not have. And then if you're trying to get pregnant, or if you are trying to see your menstrual cycle tracking, it has that. So it can help you predict through your temperature based cycle prediction. It will let you know what is the right time. But yeah, a disclaimer there is, it's an approximate time frame. It could be 1 or 2 days before or after. Okay. So we have to look at that, and then it looks at your resilience, long-term stress
That'll
scoring.
probably get more into It'll probably collect data over a
Like
period
5
of
to
weeks
7
or something,
days,
and then it'll
and
tell
then
you that your
yeah.
how much your resilience is, right? So right now, I don't think it's got the metrics for that in yet.
No, not
because
yet.
you've only had it
And
for a
also
week.
for the cardiovascular age, it hasn't got that in yet.
Because like at least 2 weeks of monitoring to get that in.
Yes.
It'll tell you about some trends that it's noticing. It'll also tell you about your exercise tracking. Now, to be fair, we're talking high praise about this item. However, you've been using this while you go on your treadmill and do your fast walk, right?
Oh, yes.
So does it detect it regularly, or have there been days where it failed to detect it?
No, it has been detecting every single step, my hand movements, my body movement. If my hand's not moving but my legs are moving, it will detect my steps. Whereas Apple Watch, sorry, I'm comparing it with that. Like if I'm wearing my Apple Watch in my hand and my hand is not moving, only my legs is moving, so that Apple Watch will not detect. But however, my phone will detect. Now that if I don't have my phone on me, but I just have my Apple Watch, and my hand is not moving, on which the Apple Watch is resting on, then it will give me an offset data. Whereas this, ever since I started wearing, it's telling me I've been moving 11,000 steps, 12,000 steps per day, and I'm like,
that's awesome.
Amazing.
So it also has a pulse oximetry sensor, just like the Apple Watch, where it tells you about your blood oxygen levels, right? It'll measure that during the night, and it'll tell you about, like, have there been any dips in your oxygen? Like if you're suffering from conditions like sleep apnea or stuff like that, it will tell you if you've had apneic episodes. Does it tell you that, or no?
No, it doesn't tell you that, but it just tells you, like, if you're in your REM sleep or if you're in your deep sleep. It will tell you, like, from what time to what time you were napping, or what time to what time you were deep sleeping, or you were just resting. I mean, it goes in detail. Sometimes scares me, but hey, if you are concerned with your genetic history, then yeah, this device is really good because it's giving you a little bit in-depth detail.
All right, guys, one more thing. I'm going to take this ring off for 1 minute just to show you guys something that we were fiddling around with when we were discussing the charger. Now, you guys may remember there is this indent here that we were not sure about what it meant when we were taking it out of the box. Now, there is a similar indent on the charger. So when you're putting this on the charger, this indent should align with that indent when you're putting it on. Remember, I was telling you about how it was causing some issues where I was not sure if it's going on or not. We were having some trouble putting it on the charger and taking it off. So this is what it's for. This is to make sure you line it up correctly. So that part's been handled, and it's our fault we didn't look at the user guide at that time. However, I still feel that it's kind of slippery when you put it on, and it doesn't stay securely. So you need to have a secure platform to keep your charger on when you're putting this on, because it will otherwise fall off immediately.
Oh yeah, it's
not magnetic, which it should be, I think.
Yeah, it should have been.
But I'm not sure. Maybe it's because of the different sensors they have in there. Maybe the magnetic field would distort or cause issues with that.
So make sure when you're charging, your charging port should be on a flat surface.
Yeah.
So when you put on top of the charging port, so it stays right there. It's not moving or anything like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest promoting, drop-offs a lot of time, because it has sensors inside. So
now, guys, you can see that it's only been a week. You are seeing some scuff marks here.
Hey guys, I'm still learning.
It is titanium, so titanium it is very strong. It's very lightweight, but it does scratch. So it's not a scratch-proof material. If you guys are thinking it's high polish.
It was on my dominant hand. So for that reason, it was touching the handle, the spatula, the stove, things like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been designed for rough
I heard
use.
on Amazon you can buy a cover for it of exactly the same thing.
Are you kidding me? A cover for this thing?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And so you can apply it for it. It will look exactly like this ring. It won't tell you the difference.
Okay.
So if it scratches on the cover, not your actual thing.
Very interesting.
But then, it's you guys' preference. We'll also link those down below for you if you guys are interested.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to tell our audience about the ring so far? Anything else any gripes, any pros and cons, or you think it's a little too early to assess that?
I mean, cost-wise, the only thing, okay, so the pros, we just talked about it. We just went on and on and on. The con is, you're wearing
You gotta be honest, yeah.
Yeah, so you're wearing this 24/7, right? And so the bathroom is inconvenient.
Fair point.
I don't know about you guys. You let me know in the comments. That and
Heavy duty
then
work, like taking the stroller on the car seat apart, putting it
yeah,
in the car, taking it out. We actually,
exactly.
I think we had a bit of a scare last weekend. It kind of dropped out while you
Yeah,
were
so we
taking
were
the
at
car
the
out.
so we were at the restaurant. We dropped it off, and it didn't even feel like something got out of my finger. I was sitting down, and then I was ordering from the menu, and I looked at my finger, and I was like, they're empty. So
And
that's
luckily we found it in the parking lot. But another big con that I think should be addressed in the next version is there's no locator beeping feature.
yes, there isn't
If you
any.
lose it, it's gonna be a tough call. It'll of course tell you the last known location, but this is a tiny object.
Yeah, but last
and the
known
tiny
location's
object
not
like
worth
this,
it either.
the tiny object in a location that's like several meters in radius, finding
So-
it's gonna be challenging, right? It's
so-
not like your AirPods, it's not like your phone, it's not like your watch where you can beep and find it. So that I think is something they really could address by putting a small
So
speaker.
you go on your Oura ring right here.
Yeah.
App, you click on it, all right, and then you go on your today right here, today, right on the bottom, and then you're going to click on the upper right circle. It will tell you your charging percentage right here, and down below it says here show latest location. We'll click on it, and that's about it. So like if you lose it in the house, you're doomed, because like what is this? Like, I'm sorry, Aura, but this is something you guys need to work on. Yeah, what is this?
Okay. Fair point. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to?
I don't know pricing
Alright,
and
so
membership.
do you think that the price justifies the features, and what do you think about the $5.99 membership per month that you're paying?
I think the price definitely justifies the amount of features that it's providing.
Really?
It just
I think
by
it's a little
one
on the
ring.
expensive side. No, $350.
No, not really.
Okay.
But because of the features that it's providing, right? So we have to look at it from that point of view. But then they're charging us, like, I have to have a membership, like $349 for
It's the
this
same for
ring,
something like a Whoop
plus
strap. You know,
tax.
the Whoop strap costs a lot more per month.
Yeah,
So
but
this
then-
is
but then-
cheaper than that.
Then it should be cost effective, right? On the ring cost. Make it like $200 ring.
That's what I was implying. I think the
Yeah.
ring should be a little bit cheaper if you're getting.
Whereas
a
if you're
membership
just costing me for the ring and I get everything, then yeah, $349 is good to go. But then $599 per month in order for me to get full access to my healthcare,
cost. Yeah.
that's a little.
It'll give you some basic measurements if you don't
And
go
by
with
the
the
way-
membership, but it won't tell you all the analytics, which you're really trying to get, basically.
All right, but 1 month free membership. I think they should have done 6-month membership free, so that, because obviously 1 month does not give you enough data to calculate your healthcare.
What do you think about the fidget spinner function?
Yeah, well, if you're OCD and you have a fidgeting problem, then that's another thing. But other than that, I've never heard anybody complaining about doing this.
Okay.
But I've seen everybody stating that they should put another band in front or back or
So
just front.
grip
so
security,
that-
so security on
very-
the finger is what you're concerned about.
Yes,
and
because
that's
they're
what some people-
recommending us to get one size higher, so for our blood pressure system.
Pulse, you mean, not blood
yes,
pressure.
right,
blood
right,
pressure, I
yes,
want
right.
to clarify this. This will not
sorry,
tell you blood
sorry.
pressure. There is an optional glucose sensor called Stellos that you can
Yes.
purchase for it, and will give you even more analytics if you are interested in that.
Yes. And mind you, it's not for pre-diabetics or type 2 diabetes people or healthcare related conditions. So, yeah.
All right, so I guess with that, I think that was a very nice, comprehensive review of the Oura Ring Series 4. And today was Hazel's first foray into reviewing electronics and jewelry with us. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hazel, how was your experience? Did you have fun doing this?
Yeah, it was my first time. I really enjoyed
So guys, be nice in the comment section, okay?
Yeah. Let me
Be
know if I
lenient.
need to
She's-
fix something.
I've been doing this for 5 years. This is her first time.
Yeah.
So for comments are appreciated. Constructive criticism is always appreciated. But guys, please be nice, okay? All right. With that, we're going to bring this episode of Opulent Life to a close. Stay tuned for more upcoming reviews. Please like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for further content. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.